With all the drama and controversy surrounding Rachel Zegler, the star of Disney's newest woke live-action race swap disaster, Snow White, she can't exactly afford too many more bad stories, bad PR, bad press out there, especially considering the way her career started. Her first two big-budget blockbusters were catastrophic failures. The West Side Story remake, which tanked at the box office, and of course, one of the biggest failures of the DC universe we've ever seen, Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods. And it certainly looks like Snow White is on the same path for box office disaster. But there's still one movie that comes out before we'll get to see Snow White. It actually comes out in November, and that, of course, is the Hunger Games prequel starring Rachel Zegler. And of course, we've heard some things that have made people question what exactly they're doing. Was this really something that needed to happen? They wanted to make another Hunger Games movie so bad, they kind of begged the author to write a prequel book just so they could adapt it into a screenplay and make this movie. But considering how well these movies did at the box office, they really wanted to do another Hunger Games movie, this time a prequel. Unfortunately, it looks like it's more bad news concerning Rachel Zegler because her movie, her Hunger Games prequel movie, looks like it's going to tank at the box office. In fact, when you compare it to the other movies within the Hunger Games franchise, it is well off pace of any of those. Rachel Zegler's Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes predicted to have franchise worst opening weekend. You know, at some point, you got to connect the dots and say, what's the common denominator here? And it certainly looks like it's Rachel Zegler. Look at these numbers. Now, I'm not sure if anyone was expecting it to do massive numbers like we saw from a couple of the Hunger Games movies, but they certainly were expecting better than the projections we have now. If I scroll all the way down, I can find right here, the Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes predicted between $35 and $45 million for its opening weekend. And for its entire domestic run, right now, they're looking at $90 to $142 million. So basically, what we're looking at here globally, this is something that they're projecting might be lucky to get to $300 million at the global box office with these types of numbers. Compare that to everything else we've seen in the Hunger Games universe. Now, certainly, some of them did better than the others. The second one did the best from a global perspective, $864 million. But even the first one, at a budget of only $80 million, ended up making it $680 million worldwide. But look at the opening weekend numbers. All of them were over $100 million opening weekend here domestically. Yet Rachel Zegler's Hunger Games movie now is projected between $35 and $45 million. And those are just projections, could go up or it could go significantly down. Either way, it's once again an indication that if Rachel Zegler's involved in something, people might not be very interested in that thing. Certainly, some of her more notorious comments that were out there weren't necessarily going viral, you know, when West Side Story came out or when Shazam! Fury of the Gods came out. But now that people have seen Rachel Zegler, they've heard the things that she said about Snow White and about that franchise, it seems like she's just poison right now. We don't yet have a number for the projected budget for the Hunger Games prequel. Most people are assuming it's somewhere in the $150 million range just based on the budgets we've seen for these things, based on when it got made. Who knows? If that's true, if it was around $150 million, then you're talking about something that needs to hit $450 million worldwide just to break even. And if that's the case, and if these projections hold, that spells more bad news for Rachel Zegler. Not exactly the news she was looking to get. She was hoping for some positivity, especially after all the negative PR she's been going through with the Snow White stuff. But if this holds true, that might be the third straight bomb for Rachel Zegler at the box office. And I don't think it's going to get any better when Snow White eventually makes its way to theaters. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.